Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Finally, I got Design Space working. It's been since yesterday night that my computer started crashing, giving me plugin errors. It was a total mess. I was in the 6.3 version, so now I updated it manually because it crashed and it would not download automatically. So I'm now, as you see up here, this version, and it works great. Let me click it back. It works great. Okay, now with that being said, let's go ahead and start. Today I will be creating a background for some favor bags, a baby sunflower favor bags and centerpieces. Now for the centerpieces, I already have several videos that you can take a look on how to add the shadow to the image. And then I also have videos on how to create the cardboard box centerpiece. I will show you how to put it together, but I'm not going to show you here in Design Space, the images and the letters and all that. I just wanted to show you the style. I have different styles of these box centerpieces that you guys can create and mix and match with any theme that you might want to create. Now, go on your left hand side, we're going to click on images and we're going to type in here what we're looking for. I'm going to type in sunflower, baby sunflower. I think I have it like that. And rose background. And enter. This is the sunflower. And right here, my rose background. And then the baby that I'm looking for is with puffs. So I'm going to go on my left hand side. Since I uploaded it, I bought the image on Etsy from Divine Digital Diva, so it's uploaded. And see, I already have mine right here. And it's one of these. Where is she? Okay, here she is, right here. We're going to click on that one, and then we're going to insert images. But this image does not have the shadow. I forgot. Let me just go ahead. Go on your layers panel right at the very bottom. Click on blank canvas. We're going to your banner where it says color right here. We're going to click on it. I'm going to change the color of my canvas. And as you can see, she does not have the shadow. So what I'm going to do, let me X out of it. I'm going to get a new one. Okay, let's go ahead. Go to File. Go to New Window. It's going to open a new window for Design Space. I'm going to my projects, which is, where is she? I think she's in here. Let me see if it's this one. I think it's this one. I have so many babies. Nope. No, that's not her. Right here. There she is. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to group it so I group them so I can press the eye, click on the eye, and it'll save it. So I'm going to go on the canvas so you can see that she has the shadow, the white border. So this is what I'm looking for. I already created this. I have another tutorial like I was saying. I will link it in the description. I will put the link in the description so you guys can follow how to make this. So I'm going to go back to the canvas and put it back to white. I want to bring this baby to my other canvas. So what I do is highlight. I'm on my Mac. And I'm going to click on Command and C. That's for copy. I'm going to X out of it. And then I'm going to go to my canvas. Click out of your images, away from your images. And Command V, which is paste. Oh, here she is. And we have her on our canvas. Let's set her aside and let's work on our background. You're going to get a shape, which is a square. You're going to size it depending on the size of your favor bag. I'm going to size it a 5.2 by 8 because that's the size of my favor bags. It'll be a little bit less, a little bit not covering the entire front of the bag. I'm going to click on that gray box, go to your banner. You'll see this gray box that identifies the image that you just clicked on. So we're going to click on it and you choose your color. Let me go to advance and put it a little bit. I think that will work. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and get our rose background. It's going to go to the back. We're going to click on it, arrange, send it to the front. And you know what? Just lock it. And I'm going to, it's a 5.2 by 8. Enter. And we're going to lock it. Highlight both images and align center. We're going to change the rose background. Again, click on the image, go here in that brown box, and we're going to change it to a orange color, but that's too bright. So let's go to advance and start moving it. That looks good. Now we're going to take our sunflowers and I'm going to duplicate them maybe 5-6 times. And we're going to start placing them wherever you prefer. Okay, that looks good. And then maybe put this one here. But I'm going to resize this. What? This goes in the middle. And maybe what? It keeps going to the other one. You know what? I'm going to move it with my cursor because... Okay, now that is better. I want to put this one like this. Just to your liking, whichever you prefer, however you prefer. Okay, that looks kind of... Okay, I'm just going to leave it just like this. You can place them wherever you prefer, maybe a small one here. Let me highlight this and X out of it. Highlight all 3 images. Go on your layers panel in the bottom. Click flatten. Make sure that's the size, 5.2 by 8. Grab your little baby. Let's size her. And we're going to put her in the middle. If that happens, with the image clicked on, arrange, send it to the front. And resize her. Let's see, highlight entire image, align, center. I just want to see how it looks like right there. I'm not going to flatten the image because I will cut her separately because I'm going to add 3D glue dots. Okay, and we're done. I'm going to go ahead and click on the machine you'll be using. Material size, 8.5 by 11, like I said. Copies, you can put 2.5, but I leave it just as is. I'll go continue. Wait for your machine to connect. It should be right here. When you send it to the printer, this is where I put my copies. I can put 10 copies, 15, and you print. Once you print, you select your material. If you are using 65-pound cardstock, there's no need for you to click or choose printable vinyl. I always get these emails or questions about what material should I choose? And then I ask, what material are you using? Like, I think sometimes I sound like sarcastic, but I ask them, what material are you using? And then if they answer an example, oh, I'm using 65-pound cardstock. And then I said, do you see that on the list? Yes. Okay, go ahead and click on it. So that's why I'm saying there's no need if you're using, like I said, 65-pound cardstock. Why would you choose glitter on if that's not material you're using? I think this wording, maybe it's confusing. Set base material, maybe that's what's confusing some of us. But nevertheless, if you're using, like I said, 65-pound cardstock, that's what you're going to choose right here. Load it to your machine, and then you press the go button. And I'll see you guys back at the table. Okay, now that we're back at the table, we have the goodie bag cutouts. We have the sunflower for the name centerpiece. And we have the actual cutouts for the top of the centerpiece. We have a 4-inch lollipop stick. We have our tray to hold our glitter, and I have the clear varnish and the gold glitter. Let's set it aside. And then we have our 8.5, 8x5 goodie bag. I get my goodie bags from Uline. I will leave the link for the website in the description. And then for the centerpieces, I have these 3x3 boxes. I already went ahead and assembled the box, but when you buy the boxes, it'll come just like this. What I do is for this one is just assemble it. But then for the top box, which will have my cutout inserted in the top. Okay, what I do is go ahead and grab my scissors and cut that tab. And then I'll take my hole puncher, grab the hole puncher, and what I do is come from the side and I insert I'm come from the middle, from here, from the top. Just come from the top, insert, and it'll be a little bit too further up, I think. Oh, because this box is bigger. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna use the hole punch because this box is bigger and the hole is not going to be centered. So I just grab my X-Acto knife. I'm gonna grab my X-Acto knife and just make the little slit right here in the middle. I'll just center it right here on my mat so I can use these lines. And I'll just go ahead and make a slit like an X right in the middle. And then I'll just grab my 4-inch stick and just poke it through, and that's it. And then let me grab, I have my tweezers and my hot glue. Turn off. And then I have my 2 bases, which I already had glittered. Now, the bottom part of the base, I painted it gold. And then just the top part and the sides, I glittered it. I used Mod Podge, glittered it, and left it overnight. I have both. I did the same on both. And then what I'm going to do next is go ahead and get the satin varnish and just go ahead and go over it. Let me go ahead. I have a piece of carton right here next to me and my little fan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these first, because then while we assemble all this will be drying. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a little bit of this varnish and put this aside. I'm going to go over the sides first, and then I'm going to go over the top on both of them. I'm going to set them aside, and then I'll be back so we can start assembling the goodie bag. This is the second one. I'm going to set it aside to dry. While that dries, let's go ahead with the goodie bag. Now for the goodie bag, I'm just going to go ahead and grab one of the cutouts. We have the goodie bag, and then we have the background for the goodie bag. Just going to go ahead and grab my glue and just attach it to the bag. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and this is a great idea to match it up with the centerpiece. You can place the centerpiece in the candy table or for the guest tables. And then the goodie bags, of course, at the candy table, hand out with some goodies in it. It'll be a great idea. I have my 3D dots, which I'm going to use for the baby. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab my Black & Decker. I love this glue gun. And what I'm going to do is apply glue all around. I use Gorilla Glue sticks. I love how they adhere pretty good. Not all glue sticks are good. Believe me, not all glue sticks are good. It all depends what craft you are using it for. But I love the Gorilla Glue. It works great for me. Okay, we got that, and be careful not adding a whole bunch of glue. Okay, and now for the baby, I'm just gonna go ahead and add dots all around. Okay, we have that. Just peel off the backing of your 3D dots. And these 3D dots, I bought them in Amazon. I had bought them before from AliExpress, but since it takes too long and I was running out, I bought them on Amazon. I will also leave the link in the description. Okay, you go ahead and you place your baby right here in the middle. A beautiful bag. Okay, let's go ahead and set that aside. Let's grab our cutout. The cutout for the top of the centerpiece. Well, you grab two of them. You grab both of them. And then what you do is, okay, we're gonna go ahead and grab our stick, place it right in the middle, add glue, not place it, add glue right in the middle, down, and then you have your first side. Then what you do is just grab your second side, place it right in the back, add some glue. Okay, I'm just gonna start doing that, and I'll be right back. Okay, and then it would look just like this. Glue all the edges little by little. Okay, I'm gonna give you a few more minutes for the bases to dry. While the base is dry, let's go ahead and set up our box. And I forgot the green floral foam. I forgot that, and my letters. I'll be right back, guys. What I do is, I cut, whenever I have a break in between orders, I cut all my letters and I just put it in this bin. Let me go ahead and set that aside. And then for the floral foam, what I do is grab a knife and just cut a piece. And then cut a little piece, which goes in our box. And then what I do is grab this, just put it right here in the middle. And I'm gonna glue it on right here under this little hole that I just made, and this add some glue right on the side, not in the middle, because then you won't be able to stick your 4-inch lollipop stick through it. You won't be able to stick your cutout. So just go ahead and wait for it to dry. And if you think it's too long that it will touch the bottom, this won't touch. You can always go ahead with your knife and cut it. So while it's opened, I like to just go ahead and grab the foam from the bottom and the top while it's open. And just go ahead and stick it in. And then that's the way your box should come out, just like that. If you want, you can leave it on, whatever you want. And then what I do is, I need to take it off, is go ahead and add some glue right inside here, this part here, and then you go ahead and close it. And the reason I do the hole first, it's because at times it doesn't stick very well, that floral foam, and when I glue it here and I stick it, guess what? The foam falls apart. So that's why I do the hole first. You already have the pre-made hole, and it will be easier for you to stick in the baby. Okay, now let's go ahead and start with the letters. Okay, the name will be Autumn. For each centerpiece on double side, we'll have this sunflower right here, but I won't glue it on. I'm going to add some dots, some 3D dots, like maybe 2 of them. Top part is dry, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start assembling this one from the bottom to the top. I'm just gonna go ahead and start gluing on the boxes. So I grab my hot glue, and I'm just gonna start gluing. Oh, I need another glue stick, and just a generous amount of glue for the bottom once we can hold the rest. And we go ahead and over. press it down a little bit. And we're going to stack. And it's good that this is still wet, a little bit wet, the varnish. Because when you apply that hot glue, it will be, it's already there, see? It's already stuck pretty good.
Mommy,
Yes, honey.
I will have juice.
You want juice?
Yeah, juice.
Okay. Guys, mommy duties. I'll be right back.
I want to, I might have juice.
Okay, I'm back. Let's continue to build up our boxes. We have a 6-letter name, but it'll have 7 boxes because of the sunflower. I'm just going to go ahead and stack them up. One by one, adding a generous amount of hot glue. Being careful on the sides. And I might have to change, well, not might, I will change the angle of my camera because it's a pretty tall centerpiece and you guys won't be able to see it when I stack up the next box. Bear with me for a few minutes. Okay. Not quite as a better angle, but we'll be able to see the centerpiece. But for now, let's just go ahead and place it right here. And once you place it, you squeeze it. Just stacking up boxes. Okay, let me just, if I can pull up the camera a little bit more. And let's go ahead and on the bottom part, let's place the flower with the glue dots. Just add it right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and start placing the letters. I just grab my letter with my tweezers, just hold it right here on the side and just add glue all around and start placing the letters. Letters as big as you want. My boxes are, like I was saying, 3 by 3. You can even put the letters 2 by 2. You will be missing the first letter of the name, which is the A. Do not add a blank box. The box that goes at the top with the cutout, that's the box that will have the letter A. And now, we're going to add the glue, the bottom of this box, and then we're going to add it right here on the top. Let me see if I can tilt this camera a little bit. Okay, right. I would have done it just like this from the beginning, right, guys? Okay. Now I'm just going to go ahead, and we still can't see it. I'll put it a little bit higher. Add the glue right here on the bottom. Generous amount. Okay, and there you go. That's the centerpiece. What I'm going to do is finish the other side. I'm going to add the letters on the other side, which will be on this side right here because she is double-sided at the top as well. And then I'm going to finish my second centerpiece and the rest of the goodie bags. And I will place the picture right at the end of the video. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. And as usual, happy crafting.